All right, I bring greetings, my people, my wonderful people. Anywhere you are seeing us from, joining us from, you are welcome. Highly, highly welcome. Let me put on my watch. So I'll be monitoring the time as well. We move. Airborne. Airborne. That is where we are. Everything is turning around for my good. Like you heard that song, I can see everything, oh, everything, oh, everything turning around for my good. Welcome, my Biafran people, anywhere you are joining me from this day, this morning, this afternoon, this evening. You are highly welcome, and we continue to do the needful. We are not going to stop. We will not stop because somebody may want us to stop. We will not stop because somebody maybe is threatening us to stop. Mm-mm. We will stop because we have gotten to the point of stop. If we don't get to the point of stop, we are not stopping. We will continue to do the needful. This is just one beautiful thing I've come to realize, that in as much as you continuously doing the needful, nothing go tire you. Biafra race, I no go tire my freedom race. Me, I no go tire my freedom race. Me, I no go tire, I no go tire my freedom race. I will not be tired, my freedom race. I will never be tired, do my freedom race. I will not be tired, I will never be tired. Everybody testify, freedom is good. Freedom is coming, freedom is good. Everybody testify, freedom is coming. Freedom is coming, freedom is coming. I greet you now once again. We continue, we move. So, this wonderful day, you see, when we tell people that P2B is a confused man, we have so many things in stock this evening to discuss. The meeting with our prime minister, with now we are nation, and that man, that thing in Finland, that one with that in Finland, all of a sudden is now a prime minister sitting together with the country officials, country dignitaries, country representatives, and when we tell people that if I Nemabrozi Fumaka, people are not getting it, people are not understanding it. When we tell people that only if I they still don't get the message. I'm telling you, our prime minister is doing marvelously, wonderfully, awesomely, fantastically, cocastically, spritistically, sweetalistically good. Yeah, he's doing marvelous. He's meeting upon meeting upon meeting. Sometimes I wonder, put myself in his shoes to see what he's saying, what he's going through. It is not easy, my people. You go use your own schedules to know another one own will be double of your own. Easy. So and I got the video of the Finnish ambassador, Finnish foreign affairs minister that came to Nigeria, that promised them. I want you to listen to the video as well. We're going to listen to the video, and we will listen to some other videos, maybe Mazenam Decano, and so on and so forth. We will see. And I will tell you a story about an Igbo man that is an Igbo man in Lagos destroyed his property, his building, landed property, crushed it with a bulldozer and said, "Here I come, Biafra land. Pack his load, go Biafra land." P2B, presidential candidate in 2027. And they have started very early to do their campaign. It shocks you when we tell you that some people are fools and they don't want to recognize that they are fools. They are on a mission to destroy your joy. The oppressors are in the mission to destroying your joy. So don't let them. Don't let them. So as Yorubas are threatening you, the bigotry, they go on here and there. The only thing we could do is to make you believe that the Yorubas are not saying that. That would be the right place to start. Let's start with P2B. It will be the good one. Let's start with him. Okay, hold on. Let's just start with P2B. It will be so good to start with P2B. You see, this is I want to bring it full, but listen, watch first of all for you to see. This is the post, 2027 campaign poster of Saraki for president. P2B running mate emerge. Now, this is the same P2B that is coming out that want to change Nigeria, that is now the vice presidential candidate. I don't want to, I just want you to see that is official. It's not that somebody just made the poster and put it there. That's why I put it full for you to see. Look at it. Look at it. Now, what I don't even know is the party that they are. I don't think this is Labour Party because I know Saraki is not in Labour Party. Now, I will tell you so many things about this P2B and P2B thing. Now, I want you to remember that P2B has never for once, P2B has never for once have any intention or know of anything that will make him Nigeria president, even the vice president. He know that he can never smell it. So P2B has made himself an instrument against the people of Ndigo, against the people of Biafra, against the progress of his own people. Ask me why, I will tell you. If you remember last time, when they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, the tension was very high. People were fighting. Where is this? That will not happen. No. What did the P2B do? P2B ran to London and was advised to come and calm the situation by telling people, I am becoming the Igbo president. Once I become the president, everything will be good. And the people started buying it. The Efulu one Nigeria journalist, the Efulu one Nigeria IPOB started buying into it. They bought into it. They accepted. And they began to fight against the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu now. They began to fight against freedom. They bought in that P2B is coming with a revolution or revolutionary mind or mindset or spirit. Sorry about that. The kids were fighting. Okay. So now what I'm saying is this. P2B never have any intention of becoming any form of president or vice president. He is only a tool. You see this screwdriver? That is what P2B has made himself. In the hands of any willing person to fight against his own people. P2B is ready to be used to screw you, lose your people. That's what P2B is doing. So P2B went and was used against that tension. He was used to bring down the tension quest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. Everything calmed down. If not for Mazi Simon Ekpa who stood, by now nobody would have been talking about him. Maybe by now they must have killed him. I'm not talking of Biafra because Biafra would have been forgotten since 2021. So now another thing come up that Igbo must die, Igbo must go, Igbo must die, Igbo must go. What did the Peter Obi do? Peter Obi ran again. This is the same Peter Obi that want to become president. They are promised the Funanis working with the, what stops Peter Obi from continuing his presidential race with the Funani man he was running before? Because he never had any presidential ambition. Peter Obi never had anything like any feeling for anybody in becoming president. Peter Obi never wanted to be. Peter Obi has never been. Peter Obi has never desired because he know it will not come. Today, Peter Obi don't run enter Yoruba people because it is now looming that Igbos want to leave Lagos. Igbos are planning to leave Lagos. Igbos are leaving Lagos. What did the Peter Obi do? Peter Obi has been paid again to blackmail the goodness of people. The same Yoruba people yesterday telling you all Igbos will be drowned in the water. All Igbos will be massacred. All Igbos will do this one. They will finish you. Then you must go. They now get Peter Obi as a tool again to deceive people. Somebody will tell you, I want to ask you a question. Peter Obi won election with Atiku. He forfeited. Abi, those of you that don't know, Peter Obi with Atiku, Peter Obi as a running mate to Atiku won the election, presidential election. They forfeited it for Buhari. Peter Obi again as a presidential candidate won the election against Tinubu. He forfeited it. Now, Peter Obi is coming to compete. Peter Obi is now coming again in 2027 against the same Tinubu he forfeited his mandate for. He dashed his mandate. Remember, Peter Obi won the election. Me and you know. He carried the election, give Tinubu. Even the so-called empty brain obedient, we are saying, let us go to he said, don't protest. Don't protest. God will judge. What has God judged? What has God given to you? Nothing. Peter Obi now is going with Yoruba man. Do you think this Yoruba man will have anything to offer coming close to Tinubu? Coming close to Shetima is a distraction. Peter Obi has been a distraction, but this time, 2027, he will be locked outside Biafra. He will be in Nigeria, looking for this presidential ambition he's looking for. Because you cannot fool the people all the time. The people Peter Obi led out to be massacred, to die, to lose their properties. Peter Obi has never come out to say, my people, how are they? Today, don't jump with Yoruba man. It won't be not from president to vice president. That is the person without ambition, without vision, without mission. Because his mission is only to distract people. Only to distract people. Now, to tell you what Peter Obi has led people into and why Peter Obi is doing this thing now with Yoruba, I will show you. And that Do I put it to be big? You see, an Igbo man demolishes his own house in Lagos and they relocate to Abia. You want to know why he demolished his house? I will just read it for you. It is not a big lesson. I will read it for you. You will understand what our people are going through. And did you know that today in Lagos, even if you want to sell your property, yeah, if you want to sell, like this man that wanted to sell his property, the only people that showed interest were Igbos. The only people that wanted to buy the property were, he wanted to sell it for long. The only people that were interested to buy are Igbos. Do you know what he did? He said to them, I will be the, instead I will sell this my property to Igbo man, I will auction everything inside. And they demolished the house. And they asked him why. He said, because if I sell them to you as Igbo man, I dey wicked. Because I know, say tomorrow, they will still come and destroy it. And your money will be gone. And the many people in that area are saying that, yes, very soon they will destroy. And the people that are doing this are the people they help build motor, build a house, buy motor, feed them, pay their house rent. They are the instruments in the hands of one Nigeria fighting against them today. I will just read a little bit of it for us to hear. Where is it? A drama ensued in the outskirts of Lagos on Friday when a resident of Prayer Estate, somewhere along the Amu Odofi area, guided a bulldozer to his own house and ordered the driver to bring entire structure down. Neighbors were jostled at the sight of a bulldozer maneuvering its way and advancing toward the one-story building located toward the edge of the canal, overgrown with shrubs. The house owner, an Alaba electronic market-based businessman, refused to give any journalist audience, but on close observation, it appears his frustration could be connected to the recent threat by Yoruba ushering across the social medias and how and now across Igbo-dominated areas in Lagos to evict and destroy business centers belonging to Igbo people in Lagos until they frustrate them out of Lagos. You getting the message? Since the administration of the President Bola Tinubu Ahmed Jagaban, of the bat threat of Igbo's eviction from the city of Lagos have been growing with the silence of the Yoruba political elite, giving credence of silence support to the insult and ethnic profiling of the Igbo people in Lagos. Source went on to say, sources close to the man narrated how he had complained bitterly of finding it hard to sell the house because majority, all of the people and potential buyers turned out to be his own fellow Igbos in Lagos, like himself. The man voiced out that instead of transferring the burden to another Igbo man, he rather destroyed the house and auctioned his properties. His neighbors, fellow Igbo people, narrated how many of them have been facing harassment from auction they can feed and the clothes, only to turn around and be threatening them with eviction. Those threats or rant cannot be mere talk from the silence of many of the Yoruba political leaders and elders, especially in Lagos. To such embarrassing ethnic bigotry, it appears they know what they are doing. Not that it appears, they know what they are doing. So instead of them inheriting anything from any Igbo man, as they are dreaming, we will destroy it all with our own hands, said a man who claimed to be racist, who claimed to be residing in the neighborhood. Perhaps this is what has happened today, as the man decided to pull down the house by himself to the shock of residents in neighborhood. You see, what these people are thinking is that, yeah, how will you destroy the building? You will leave it for us and go home. You will leave it for us and run. I am telling you, nobody is leaving anything for them. Yoruba people, no, the only thing that will be left for you is your airport, your seaport. You will shop your airport, you will shop your seaport. Those of you that think you will push Igbo man, those of you that said nothing, because una say una go push Igbo people into lagoon, una go drown them for lagoon. What a people! What a people! People every day on daily basis go to Koiki Media. Koiki will publish how many Yorubas were Boko Haramized by the Fulanese. Those ones are not their problem. Their problem is that Igbo man is building house, Igbo man is buying motor, Igbo man is flying private jet, Igbo man is doing good in business. Did Igbo man stop you from doing business? You forget the Bokowari that is Bokowari in your head every day. What am the Koiki Media is a Yoruba person. Go to his media and the other Yoruba activists. You will see how they are showing you what this Bokowari is. Fulani headers are doing in your land on daily basis. You will not do. You will not even look at that. Your problem is Igbo man. As I'm showing you this to tell you what P2B is doing. P2B is just a distractor. But one thing he don't know, or he failed to understand, that the era of distraction has passed. You cannot distract anybody anymore. It don't pass. It don't pass. Everywhere, Igbo, 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 Igbo this, Igbo that, Igbo do, Igbo bomb, Igbo. Everywhere, Igbo. What is their problem? What is their problem? And then, you see, whenever you see people uncomfortable with your ways and the fight to gain your freedom, if you look at their faces, you are doomed. Obasanjo came out again telling you how Unagada own Nigeria. Obasanjo, how Unagada own Nigeria. It's a shameful thing. Obasanjo is a shameless man, a shameless great-great-grandfather. As at his age now, Obasanjo has Obasanjo come out to say, I am sorry for what I did to Igbo people? Have you heard him say that? Somebody that murdered your parents, your great-grandparents, he has not regretted, he is not sorry, he's not telling you he loves you. Let me ask you a question. If I will come into your house and murder your mother, murder your siblings, and you are left because you escaped, And tomorrow I come back to tell you, hey, I love you so much. Will you look at me? How will you see me? That is what Obasanjo is doing. That is the same thing Obasanjo is doing today. What is this one? Ah, okay. That is what Obasanjo is doing. But people are not getting it. Where is that his video self? Let's see him. Let's just listen to him. Say you should think twice, think twice, think twice. Ah, okay. Where is it? This thing is confusing me. Hold on. This is not the one I'm looking for. Hold on, let me bring it. I dey like if I dey talk, I dey show example, make you dey see am. Now I want you to listen to Obasanjo.
Drivers will say former President Olusegun Obasanjo's commitment to united Nigeria is what has distinguished him as a true statesman that must be commended.
The uncommon qualities we believe in did not elude you. Hence the reason a good number of individuals served under you, and Nigerians benefited immensely from the selfless services they rendered to our dear nation.
Interacting with him to support us in the course of building our central market, which he has agreed that he are going to assist us in many ways. We are talking about the loan, maybe, a kind of traders obtaining loan to offset some of the project cost, the interest to be reduced. It can come from international, it can come from local.
Former President Olusegun Obasanjo, in his response, said Nigerians have right to live wherever they choose to be, irrespective of their ethnic or religious background.
Because this country we own it together. When I was fighting,
Are you getting the message? Obasanjo told you that this country, we own it together. Is it true? Has Obasanjo come out openly and he told the world how Tinubu rigged the election against P2P? They own. What did he do? He was in secret conversation with Charlie Boy, how they will send people to go and protest so that Tinubu will murder them. You own this country together. The people you destroy their lives and livelihood at the point of gun. You own this country together. Which country? Do you have a country? Do you have a country, Obasanjo? I'm asking you. Because I can't see anything like a country you are dragging with anybody. Is it not the same Obasanjo that went to the yesterday in car, Jelevulu our people? Because the people in Odi community said, if you must to carry this your illegal oil activities, settle our people, we no get life, we no get light, we no get school, we no get anything. Go to every oil community. They are the most impoverished people. Obasanjo sent army to go and level them down. Both women, both children, everybody. Even ants, even trees were leveled down. No leaf grew in those areas for years. Go and make your findings. This is the same person coming out now to tell you, we are one person. You own this country together when you sold every oil or ahead before this time. You own, which country do you own together? The country you have stolen away, the country you have sold, the remaining balance you and Tiatiku sold, the remaining one, the chicken change of what is his name? What is his name? Boko Haram come and sell. The remaining one, the headers are taken over with Tinubu. Which country do you have? I'm asking a question because I can't see anything like a country. they own this country together. Listen to him.
When I was fighting for the country, we own it together. Because this country, we own it together.
You hear that? Because this country, we own it together. I am looking for the full speech. I have not seen it.
Own it together. When I was fighting for the war of unity in this country, I used Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba. Even though we were fighting against people, not that you should go, but that you should come. Want to build.
Did you hear him? He was fighting for the fight. He was fighting for the unity of that country. I don't know when Obasanjo fought for the unity of Nigeria. Only when they came to our land and they murdered us in number, the Holocaust, the genocide, everything was carried out. Or is it when Obasanjo came to divide us, the mission of divide and rule, divide and conquer? Obasanjo come and give you Ikota Ipene, Abi, Water State, Akwa Ibom, and give you Bayelsa, and give you this one south, and give you north, and give you delta, and give. Is this what you call a fight to keep me alive? You separate me from my family, and you said you are fighting to keep this family. Who don't want to understand what is playing should not understand. You see, our Prime Minister made it clear that everything he is doing and the Biafra is doing is not hidden. They are seeing it. Obasanjo sees the level of the fall by Nigeria, or fall of the Nigerian military. Every day he is seeing the military falling. He knows that there is no capability of any form to stand the Biafran army. Now let me tell you, the Yorubas are not ready to go into alliance again with anybody to fight Biafra. The Hausas don't tell you already, you don't murder us. You can't use their brain again. You cannot. Obasanjo is an old man that have refused to buy the truth and sell the truth. He keep buying lies and selling deceit to people. For how long are you going to continue like this? How long? He fought to keep Nigeria. Obasanjo fought to keep Nigeria. He's fighting. Listen, anybody that is fighting to keep Nigeria now is a wicked oppressor. A wicked oppressor. Look at what he's telling you here. Secession. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo appeals to the Igbos to rethink. To rethink what? To rethink about their freedom. I will read it for you. Former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo has appealed to the Igbos in the southeast region of Nigeria to rethink the contemplation of secession as widely pursued by a few individuals from that region. You see what they keep telling people, how they keep deceiving themselves. He said few individuals. He said few individuals. Over 50 million people has given their consent that they want freedom. And yet you are here saying there are few individuals. Hey, this one laughed me laugh. He laughed me laugh. He said there are few individuals. This is the same thing they do. They went to their red chamber and tell you they are miscreants, they are thieves, they are kidnappers, they are terrorists. There is nothing they have not used to intimidate us. I thank God for somebody like that thing in Finland. That thing in Finland. You see, I've come to realize that whenever you're being identified with negativity, That is when you should look for you. Look for the real you. Because when you see people begin to describe you as useless, and you know that's you know the real you, that you are doing the needful. And somebody is telling you you are so useless, you are not even useful, you can't do anything, you are a goat, you are a horse. Bro, work hard. Work hard, because when they begin to talk down on Simon Ekpa, telling he's a criminal, he is a nobody, he's an hungry man, he is a short man, he can't even speak English, you are not a lawyer, you are, I mean, you see, people began to want to know more about Simon Ekpa. I kept saying it. I remember in 2021 when Shina Sanwo called me on the phone and said the question he asked me. No, he did not call him Simon Ekpa. By the time we were passing vote of no confidence, he said, "This man, this person, you are now following and campaigning for. Do you know him?" I said, "I know him as a Biafran." He said, "Can you stand for him in it?" I said, "No." He said, "Do you know that this person is only looking for his way and not for Biafra?" I said, "How?" He is building his platform. But me, I was convinced inside me, and because more, I no degree for anything. Right from my childhood, I no degree. I hardly give in to anything. That thing that Shina Sanwo said that day made me to say, I will stand and see Simon fail. If he fell, I will be the first. If you watch my videos before, I used to tell people that any day Simon Ekpa turns around, I will be the first person to fight him. I talk him, not once, not twice. Do you know how many times they called on the phone? When you begin to get pressure about anything, go sit down, weigh the situation, find out what thing that happen. Why all this pressure? Why all this pressure? Why is it coming like this? Why the thing too much? Simon is nobody. He is building his YouTube channel. Why are you bringing all this pressure against me following him? Who am I? Then I was only in Facebook. And I vowed to myself that I will not stop following Simon, because I don't do anything because you want me to do it. I do anything I want to do because I am convinced. From that day, I called Okechukwu Iheala, Biafran child in Germany, and asked him, give me a reason why this sit at home was cancelled. He said everything is not what you should know. You don't have to know everything. The board, the directors will come out. Just 3 weeks. I trusted him because that Okechukwu Iheala is one of the people I used to respect. I watched his broadcast then. I watched Melchizedek. I remember also the day Melchizedek called me and said his problem with Simon is only Nelly Ofebu. Outside the Nelly Ofebu, everything Simon is doing is perfect. He love him, he follow him. But Nelly Ofebu is the problem. Today, where is Melchizedek? So what am I saying? Obasanjo is now telling you they have tried. Listen, let me tell you why today they are telling you to rethink. Rethink of your freedom. I want to ask you a question. What do you want to rethink? Obasanjo wants you to rethink, to accept being in Nigeria where you have been minused, where you have been removed. Have you seen the video coverages of, go to YouTube, type to find out these oil producing communities, how are they faring? They are wallowing in sickness, in disease, in abandoned community, no light, no school, no road, nothing. How can somebody that were born in an oil community, oil producing community, common borehole you don't have? They don't even know what it is like to open a tap and get water. They don't know what electricity looks like. They don't know what telephone is about. They are the same people as the people that have been abandoned in IDP camp. And with their oil, you buy 10 private jets, of which Chinese have seized the 3 many. And America have even assigned it, says the Chinese, go and carry those jets. Not just France alone. American court signed it before France. And this is a problem that is caused by Ogun State. The same Yoruba people, had even this is Aba, somebody like Oti, that he caused this. Even if it is Hope Uzodinma, you would have known that Hope Uzodinma by now would have been in detention. Because they would make then had he been this is somebody like Hope Uzodinma that committed this, he would have understood by now that Nigeria is not your own. God save them. It is in Yoruba land. Is anybody condemning the Yoruba people? Is anybody condemning Ogun State? Have you seen Rufai or Abati sit down to tell you how useless and how wicked the person that either the governor or whoever was in charge of this contract? Have you seen them do it? No. If it's an Igbo man now, you will see Ruben Abati sit down like this. You will see Rufai vibrate like a Nokia 3310. They love Nigeria. It's Igbo man that sold your oil ahead of time. It's Igbo man. You don't have even a drop of oil you don't get. Igbo man sell them. Igbo man be your problem. And whoever is seeing Igbo man as his or her problem, hey, your own don't finish. Don't finish. So Obasanjo continued. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo of Nigeria has appealed the Igbos in southeast Nigeria in the southeast region of Nigeria to rethink the contemplation of secession as widely pursued by few individuals from the region. I want to tell you that 50 million people that gathered and said we want to be free are not few. Ask Obasanjo, did 50 million people vote you into power? Did 50 million people vote Obasanjo into power when he was president? I am asking, who in Nigeria has gotten even 2 million people voted for him? 50 million people that have not voted for once in their life. Their head is about your freedom, and they came out, some of them sick, some of them were carried, they want to vote. How many times have you seen people walking with stick, walking on crutches, coming to vote for you as a president of Nigeria? This is about freedom. Nobody jokes with their freedom. Nobody. Obasanjo made the appeal Thursday when the ongoing community across the country paid him a courtesy visit at the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library, Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, where he also declared that all Nigerians, including the Igbos, have equal right to economic empowerment, devoid of any form of marginalization. Are you getting it? Oh, If you don't understand what these people are doing or using against you, they will use anything. This man you see here, the kidnapper, Evan the kidnapper, has not murdered people as the Fulani terrorists are murdering people, but he is still in jail. Have anybody gone to prison to ask this man, do you want to repent? I am asking you a question. Have you seen anybody go to Evan the kidnapper and say to Evan, Evan, repent and become the president of this country? Did you see anybody? Did you hear anybody? Have you seen or even heard of anybody saying such a thing? Give him such an opportunity. But we hear them call the terrorists, repent and become the president of this country. Repent and you have anything, just mention it. Repent. But Evan the kidnapper is there, languishing every day, dying. I'm not pitying him, oh. I no pity him, sha. I will be the last person to pity him because he's evil man. He is an evil man. But I am saying that every evil should be treated accordingly. No evil should be treated with VIP. Evil na evil. The Bible said that the soul that sinneth shall die. Bible did not say some soul that sinneth shall live.
Boko Haram stands having led.
Are you seeing it? An ex-Boko Haram, that is when you repent. He did not tell you bandit because people are just confusing themselves. This is an army general telling you ex-Boko Haram stand the chance of becoming the president of your country. You are calling me to forget my freedom and come and join you. And you forget my freedom and join you in a country where ex-Boko Haram will have the opportunity to become president. And you, children that have been educated and been in politics since you were 5 years old, you don't have the privilege of becoming even a minister. And they are calling Boko Haram to come and take the privileges. And you are there, educated the fool, educated the Bamunuku, educated the Malu. You don't know anything because nobody, you are a graduate, you are a professor, you are a medical doctor, you are a medical engineer, yet you don't have job because you are a Mumu Yoruba person, you are a Mumu Biafran person. You don't reason with your brain, you reason from where you dey poo-poo. You finish job, you don't have school, you are hoping for 4 years to come, you will vote the right person that will make job available for you. I want to ask you a question. All these mumu people that are hoping that somebody is coming to give you a job, create a job, don't you know that you have to build industry before you create a job? Do you have industry? What do you they produce? You dey produce cyber crime, you dey produce drug. Is it not what you produce? That's the only thing Nigeria produce. Cyber crime, drug, SARS, brutality, police, army, unknown gunmen. That is what Nigeria know how to produce. It's only in Nigeria that governors or politicians have their unknown gunmen. Look at it. I'm not lying. Listen to the video.
An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country.
He stands to be a president in this country. While you that have gone to school, even some of them has gone to school abroad, Harvard University. So your papa sell and your community sell everything, send you to school. You come back, you remain a teacher that is using keke. Do you know that in Nigeria, so many teachers are doing keke, high purchase, just to make ends meet? You don't know. Some are doing Okada. Teacher, University lecturers. I'm not talking of secondary school. Secondary school, primary school teachers, those ones they do bricklayer, they do any form of dirty job. They are ready to do it, because if they don't do, hunger will finish them with their family. How much is school fees? You pay a teacher that you are paying 40,000 naira. You pay him 40,000 naira when one of his child is paying school fees of 200,000 naira. Obasanjo is telling you to rethink about your freedom. Rethink. Don't ask for freedom, ask for Nigeria. That is what he's telling people. When this one is telling you, don't ask for anything, let Boko Harams repent and they are free. When you that did not do any, listen, Nigeria is a place where the truth has been buried, destroyed. I used to tell you that Nigeria have no justice. There is nothing like justice in Nigeria, but people are not understanding what I'm saying. Maybe because I'm mama to no good. At the verse when I talk, sometimes when I'm talking, it's not emotional and I'm angry. I am angry. I am angry. Sometimes when I speak, I am angry. Because when you see what is going on and how people are coming out to use your brain, it makes me angry. Makes me angry. Makes me angry. Obasanjo that is telling you to rethink a few individuals. I want to ask this question.
Umar talks, ordinary president. I hear say our past leader don't sell our crude oil up front. Nigeria no get crude oil to sell to Dangote again. Me too, I hear that thing. Say all this money where they borrow during Buhari time, they use our crude oil where we never produce, give them as a security to collect the money up front. That's what I hear. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, President.
Yes, sir.
It's not a rumor.
Oh, it's not a rumor.
Yeah, they sold it. It was a swap bid done by Mele Kyari.
This same Mele Kyari.
$3 billion.
$3 billion.
$3 billion. And they still apply again. They want to do same. It was done under Buhari and collected $3 billion. Now they want to swap again, multiply our resources and collect another, I think, is it 2 or 3 billion. Still, they are still on the process. But it's not a rumor. It was done and sealed. So we have no crude oil for now. It has been mortgaged. That is the fact. So it's not a rumor.
Thank you very much. Make we appreciate elder statesman.
Look at him. This is the same person that were calling Finland. Immediately, Finland. He have credit to call Finland, but people are dying in hunger. He have credit to West on calling Finland, but people look at him speechless and helpless and helpless. Look at him. This is the country Obasanjo wants you to stop demanding for your freedom and obey and become a patriotic, whether a parrot Nigeria, no. Look at it. When the oil have been sold up front, that is like most of us, that our children are still little. By the time our children will grow to our age, maybe if you get to the place we call these oil producing communities, you will only see the oil mining machines. So nobody will be there again, because they will make sure that every space, every single space, that every place will be open to make sure that oil is being drilled to meet up, because they have not finished collecting money. They are still selling up front. What is his name? Buhari, no Buhari, IBB, Evil Genius. He did his own. He sold up front. Obasanjo with Atiku sold up front. Buhari sold up front. Tinubu is about to collect his own. When you hear it is my turn, you think it's my turn to enter Asorok. No, it's my turn to collect money. When I was in Laos, and there's this one brother, his name is Collect Money. Yes, it's their own turn to collect money. Look at him. He cannot talk. He is speechless. Look at him. Make a leave and make it notice say na me pause. See am. And at the end, listen to what he will tell you.
And they want patriotism. They want us to be patriotic, hungry people to be patriotic.
Yes, we will be patriotic. We will be. We will continue to be patriotic.
Have you seen the problem? You know that this is death and this is destroying you. You still want to be involved. People will not know where they come from. They don't know where they go. If you don't know where you are coming from and you say you know where you are going, you a joke. Not that you are joking. Now you be the joke. If you don't know where you live, where you they come out from, they go. I see you now ask you, where are you coming from? You say, I've forgotten where I'm coming from. Definitely, you are forgotten yourself. You are forgotten where you are going to as well, because you are useless as nothing. They look for Simon Ekpa. They want go carry Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa.
Settlement or the other. You get there, you see high-rise buildings with a number of places designated farmland. And of course, you know that Cuban economy is agrarian-based. Nobody builds houses on the
of zero duty VAT exemptions on selected food items, and they are saying the new policy will take effect today, and we should expect
for.
Now let's look at another thing that is happening. This is in Enugu, the high cost of housing. So you talked about real estate booming, you know, more people.
With this, our Naira rise, whether I believe it or not, is a different thing altogether. But I want to tell you that we have more stage managers in our system than real people. Well, how long has it, did it take them to do the investigations? Why the immediate spot that Ganduje's case file has been removed? Don't get into conclusion. Give it time. I'm just raising retrospective questions. Why did this happen? What was the security situation around that court? How many high courts do we have there? Why this particular courtroom?
And why this particular document?
And why this particular document?
Not very.
I wanted to see a video, but a place he said something, but I can't find it now. So as you are seeing on the screen, the white, fair woman, blonde hair there is the minister that we are talking about. And as you can see, she is the one in the picture with our prime minister there. So, and she passed through Nigeria. And then I want you to listen to the full story. Listen to her direct.
A constructive manner, then indeed we have taken this up and discussed this with the Nigerian authorities in full collaboration. And the entire process is within our judicial system. And in Finland, who operates very strictly by the rule of law, such as we see that Nigeria is doing as well. It is not a political question, but it is a question to the judicial system. And both our judicial systems do collaborate on this matter, and we hope that we will be able to close it soon. What comes to education, indeed, I guess all of us in the Nordics pride ourselves of focusing very much on human capital and education, since in order to thrive and prosper, we not only need stability and trust in our societies, but we also need for the possibility for each and every individual, independent of where he or she comes from, the possibility to thrive in her life based on education and the ability to work and be an entrepreneur. And indeed, just today I had the chance to meet with the Finnish embassy staff here, and I was very intrigued by the growing number of student visa applications and work permit applications that Nigerians and other people in the region are putting through our embassy and our consular services. And we are obviously very glad for the interest, and we are processing each and every application with the thoroughness it needs. And we are very open and welcoming to new talents to Finland. And of course, also from the point of view that we know that it's very beneficial for people to perhaps study elsewhere and maybe return someday to build Nigeria's future as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Did you hear
I'll be
him?
pleased to
Did you
address
hear
the
her?
last question, the one on energy collaboration. I think that was directed.
Did you hear her? Did you hear her? So when they come and they paint the story, it will seem as if she came to Nigeria to discuss Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa was not anything close to what brought her to Nigeria. She came to Nigeria as a foreign minister to do her foreign minister's job. She was surprised that they brought this Simon Ekpa's matter. And the only thing she said to them is the case, court will look into the case. And remember that this is something about the rule of law, not rule of crude oil, not rule of Tinubu, not rule of anybody, the rule of law, because these are the people that know what law meant. They know the meaning of law, not you that don't know the meaning of law. So today you see them flying the news, hey, Simon Ekpa, Nigeria is going to kidnap him, and from Finland is bringing him to them. Where and the who gave? I don't know how I managed to find this news directly from the same Times International. You get the message? So those of you that are still thinking, stop thinking, because Nigeria will always paint lies to look as if it is true. And I tell you the truth, they are fallen. They are all fallen, and we are all going. We know they stop. We are not stopping at anything. We cannot stop, not now. Omani say, I cannot give up the battle now. Now that I'm about to carry my trophy, you are telling me to drop my gun? God forbid. Obasanjo is calling you now. Hey, think. Consider this freedom. He is, in other words, threatening people. Remember how I dealt with you before. When somebody that murdered your father, your mother, your brothers come and tell you, Before you ask ndị Igbo na-asị no, when a man that level down your family, whether diabolically or any means, anyway, anyhow, he come to you as you are growing, you are trying to build a house. He come and say, oh boy, you want build house? He say yes. Ask question, no. Ask what happened to your father, and you get scared and went to ask people, hey, what happened? They say, hey, when your papa was about building house, that was when he died. Your elder brother was about building house, that was when he died. Even your papa younger brother about building house, that was the same thing that carries those debts is coming to threaten you again. It is left for you to look at him in the eye and tell him, I will build my house or I will not build my house. If you get scared, you die. That is what Obasanjo is doing now. Obasanjo is coming to tell us, think, oh, if you say you want freedom, think again, oh. What does he mean by that? Remember how I came to your land, though. Remember what my gun did, though. Remember what we did in your land, though. That is what he is saying. Don't let's be sincere. We tell ourselves the truth. We know they paint anything. Patrick Chipos has said a rule of refinery. No one is working. That is their rule in Nigeria. You make me laugh. Yeah, I greet everybody online. I beg, if you are watching me, just try and like this video for me. Like it. So we'll continue. So the news that gives me joy today is this one I'm about to share with you. This news, as I see the news, it sweet me in my belly. It give me joy. You know that song that say, Oga Jesus, he dey sweet me in my belly. He do good to me. But today, if you want to sing, you go sing. This Simon, he dey sweet me in my belly. You do good for me. You dey fight for my freedom, oh. This Simon, now what for you, oh. You go live forever, oh, forever, titi lie. So, quickly we go into the news. I think maybe if you want to join me in the studio, quickly begin to come in, because after this we'll look into Mazenam Dekano and then we'll begin to round up. So quickly, I put the link. So if you want to join me, you're free. So quickly, I will read what this directly from our Prime Minister's office. You can see it. This is a handle. So those of you that are not following or are not in Twitter, on Twitter, try and join Twitter. I'm begging you, join. You they miss. You don't know what you they miss. You don't know what you they miss. I tell you, you don't know what you they miss. Okay, quickly. I won't put them so you go fit read yourself as well. You know, saying that's what they do. I they like if I they read, make you too they read them. So you know go be say I they read something when no they exist. It's very clear now. You can read it very well with me. So we move. Yesterday, on August 15th, I had a visual meeting organized by Bridgie lobbyists with the office of Congressman Kate Sef R2TX, a member of the House of Representatives Foreign Affairs Committee. We had a fruitful discussion with the congressman's team about the accomplishment of the Biafra Republic government, issues pertaining to the Nigerian government, regional dynamic, as well as taxes, significant Biafran American diaspora. In addition, myself and the Bridgie lobbyist firm discussed the December 2nd Finland Convention and our desire for the U.S. congressional support for this event. Many areas of collaboration and the specific action items for the coming months were delineated. We look forward to continued engagement with the United States of America Congress and the other influential stakeholders through our historic lobbying efforts. Okay. You see, sometimes in life, it's good for we to live to get to a point. It's good so we go live to get to a particular point. I am happy today that I'm alive to be witnessing this that is happening. That at last, that this same thing in Finland, this same nobody in Finland, this same what again did they call him? This same thing in Finland that is nobody. This how did they call himself? Thing in Finland. This thing in Finland. This one that in Finland. This bastard in Finland. This Funani has the no Funani yourself has proven them all foolish, liars, useless. Ekperima Obieze. That was the right word I was looking for, because that Ekperima, they sweet me. Thank you. He has trashed them all. Both those that came to Channel Television and say, that little boy in Finland, I am going to deal with it. I wonder where those people are today. Where are they? They are nowhere to be seen. All those people that threaten water and hell, those that collected, where are they? You see, in a moment like this, if you are not getting the message, you have not come to the point of realizing that Biafra is not something that anybody is pushing, but Biafra is something that is pushing itself. God Almighty is the one pushing the Biafra. If you have not come to understand this, I think you need somebody to educate you so you go understand that well. Biafra is no longer the era you preach to people. Hey, believe Simon. Nobody, I've said it, I'm not begging anybody to understand that Simon is real or he is not real. It is left for you to see. You don't have eyes? Even if you are blind, are you deaf? Even if you are deaf and blind, your brain, you know the work. You know, my people used to say that you tell a blind man that oil is not in the food, but you cannot tell a blind man that there is no salt in the food, because he have his mouth to taste the food. That is the era we are. That is the phase we are now, where you see yourself, you convince yourself. We are no longer, nobody should be looking at anybody. Hey, this one has not joined. You don't need them to join before you know what to do. You don't need them to join. You don't need them to be part of what you are doing before you know that you are going to do something. No. when you hear that Biafra is real, bro, Biafra na real, no be fake, no be lie. Biafra is real and Biafra is here. That you are not accepting it does not matter, does not mean it is not true. That you don't want to believe it does not mean it is not true. So Biafra digo Biafra abịagokwanụ Biafra ihe a na-ekwuzi okwu ewu ka December 2nd bịazienu ka ihe niile gbazienu ka ihe niile mechanụ ka ihe niile mekọ ọnụ ọ ihe a na-ekwuzikwanụ. That is what we are saying. Let everything finish December 2nd. That is where we are. Who don't even know where he is coming from, we not know where he is going to. I used to say this, but people will not understand me. Obasanjo that came, is this not the same Obasanjo that came to Biafra land to tell us, this same Obasanjo came all the way to Biafra land to tell you that Biafra has died 50 years ago? Have you forgotten? You know, say our people too, they forget things. This same Obasanjo came to Biafra land to gather people and tell us that Biafra is dead. 50 years ago. Why do you want to bring it up again, something that is dead? Today, he have found out and realized that what he came to Biafra land to do did not work. He is now telling them, think again, oh, because I still have my gun, oh. That is what he's saying. Think again, oh, because remember as I commanded you. Think again, oh. Remember as I went to tell them to surrender, oh. You don't know that those days are gone. Those days are gone. Men are digokwana sophisticated. Men no na-akụzikwana igwe. At that time, nobody started anything until the war started. As at that time, when Obasanjo with what is his name? Danjuma and the Yakubu Gowon, when the Buhari and the Babangida, when they came to our land to commit what they committed, people were not even prepared. But now our people, they prepare sins. Then nobody know how to use it's only ofu whether the system. Kita ofu onye no n'ibe there, but onye nke ọzọ no that. I know why they use Igbo language they talk. It's no longer like that. Now people everywhere know that same thing, even better. The man that Nigeria, see, let me tell you, Obasanjo that is telling you Nigeria is one. That man that bring out that formula to form Ogbunigwe during Biafra Nigerian genocidal war. Did anybody recognize him? No. Is that man not supposed to be employed by Nigeria and get the best office to lead in what do you call research and the building military arms and so on? But because he is an Igbo man, you forgotten what that man said? What he said, Ahmadu Bello said. Instead, an Igbo man will be anywhere. Instead, an Igbo man will come to that office, they will give that office to a foreigner. Don't forget. I wish I can see the video now, so you will remember. Because we too they forget. That is the only problem where we get. We are nice people, smart people, but when we see something, we go say, we don't get that, we go leave them there, they go. They said instead, Igbo man go come this office. Instead, we burn the office, make nobody dare the office again. And they are doing it. And yet our people don't understand them. Our people refuse to accept the reality. You see, the most foolish person is the person that don't want to accept the truth. Even when the truth is staring into his face, telling him, I am the truth, I am the truth, I am. You say, I beg you, go sit down, I don't need you. We don't grow past that level. We are now, I'm trying to see if I will see that video of, I think, Amadou Bello or Utman Danfodio. I've forgotten the one he is that said that. And I can't see it. Whenever you want to search for such thing now, you know, go see him again. I know see him. But what if all of you know what I'm saying? You know the video I'm saying, I'm talking about, you know. You have seen it. All of you have seen it. So it's for you to understand that instead, they will destroy it. Instead, you will benefit from it. They destroy it. That is what they said. Not me that said it. Now them talking with their own mouth. Kamoga barage, alayani. And we are happily living with the people that don't want you to live. What will it benefit you to continue wallowing in deceit, deceiving yourself of things that are not truth, deceiving yourself that one day you go wake up in the morning, Nigeria will become the best country in the world. You will sleep and wake up, and the Nigeria will become heaven. How long are you going to keep deceiving yourself? Master Nandikanu said that such people are the people that are living in cloud cuckoo land. That is how Master Nandikanu described them. They are living in cloud cuckoo land. Our people refuse to buy knowledge. They spend their resources to buy foolishness. That's the only problem I have with them. If we use our resources, even God is saying that come and buy knowledge free. Don't spend your money buying things that are not true. Come and buy knowledge free. Free, oh! Our people say no, they don't want to buy knowledge. They want to buy what I don't know. Nigeria Agadelatama again. I just stay here for Nigeria today. See this one. Pantami. Who know who be Pantami? Who know now? Tell me. Who know Pantami? See him. AU appoint Pantami as ASRIC co-chair despite records of supporting Taliban, Al-Qaeda, religious extremists in Nigeria. Are you getting the message? The earlier you understand that this thing where they tell you, you know belong, the better for you. The better for you. To be the tell you say one become president. He go be president. From he go be president, he is now the vice president. P2B, he is now fighting for vice president. You see, when missionless people are in the when missionless people are around, you will know. You will know. You will know. People without mission. People without mission. When they come out, you will understand that these people they no get mission. Today, Daily Post breaking: government kidnap over 20 Nigerian medical students. over Nigeria medical dental students in Benue, the same Benue. They have finished dealing with the farmers. Today, they don't enter students. This is the same Nigeria Obasanjo is telling you. Think, before you think you want to leave Nigeria, think. And the one that called himself the most irritating, annoying thing is now running mate to Saraki. Like I was asking before, do you think that this Saraki is going to bring Tinubu down? I am asking a question. This Saraki, do you think he is going to bring Tinubu down? When people are birds of confused feathers, they will keep confusing themselves. The same people be yesterday that want to become president and they change Nigeria for you and they give you better life did not even bother to say how were you when you died in the protest. He did not say how are you. He did not ask how are you faring. He did not ask how were you feeding when they burned down your business for his sake, when they killed you for his sake, when they destroy your economy, burn them down, break them down to loot them. P2B did not ask you how far. Today, the same P2B is now with the Saraki or Sariki. Saraki, no? Yeah. He's with the Saraki or Sariki to be second man. What a life. What a lie. What a shame. Yesterday, he is the presidential aspirant or presidential man, that whatever. Today, he is the vice president. Ask yourself, what happened to the presidential dream of P2B? What happened to his presidential ambition? What happened to his presidential dream? How he want to become president and turn Nigeria into heaven? What did do him? When we tell you that P2B is a manipulator, deceiver, distractor, you don't want to understand it. Today he is vice president. Like I told you earlier, this same P2B won election with Atiku. They forfeited it for Buhari. He won president with what is his name? The Funani one, Ahmed. He dashed it to Tinubu. Today, he is coming out again to tell you that he wants to become vice president. Which one will he not forfeit? Somebody that cannot fight but collect money to deceive people, to manipulate people. Have P2B, I want to ask you a question. If P2B come to power now, is P2B going to if P2B come to power now, is P2B going to get this oil they have sold up front? They have sold the oil ahead of time. Is he going to pay money and they bring back the oil? What is he going to add or contribute? People that don't know, when you tell them, they don't want to understand. I'm telling you the truth. You see this man here? You see this man? He has crushed them. He has disseminated them. He has finished them. Like it or leave it. And this is why we will continue to do what we are doing, because the person that is ahead of us is doing the before. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, despite all the evil carried out against him, he is still stronger than those people that have blackmailed him. What a life. All of them that blackmailed him, today he is more stronger than they are. Do you still hear their voices? They have gone down the drain. This oil that has been sold up front today, just listen to it again. This oil, they are telling you now, that has been sold. That means your children will be born. Those of you that are clamoring for Nigeria, when your children, you born your children, they go to school, they will teach them. Will they teach your children that the oil that are being mined in next 50 years has been sold? Do you know what that means? Your future generations have been sold. And these are the same people calling for Simon's head. These are the same Nigeria telling you that if you speak about freedom, if you talk of freedom, if you demand for freedom, you will be jailed for 100 years. Look at them. They see them. Where you know they are powerful is when it is time to fight against your freedom. You will see them springing up like nothing. You will see them.
Prime Minister, over to you, sir. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
You will see them springing up. I tell you the truth. Nobody knows tomorrow better than you do know. Now you know past tomorrow. Your tomorrow is your freedom. I tell you the truth. And if you don't even know or understand that your future is your tomorrow, at that place you was pass. We go listen to our leader. Make we hear him.
And I said before I speak to them, I also give my conditions, which I know they couldn't meet. It's not possible for them to meet it. And I did it deliberately. I didn't want to speak to them. They sent Joseph Okaro to come to me. First to my parents. My father said no. My mother said no. That where I stand is where they stand, in life or in death. And they came to prison. I was even from DSS dungeon. The promises came. The vice president, anything you want. You have a very beautiful wife, you better go and enjoy her than being in prison. Wow. Anything you want. And I said no. That what I want is a referendum to determine if you good people want to be part of the zoo or part of Nigeria, or part of Biafra. Choose one, zoo or Biafra. They said no. And Obasanjo tried to make contact. When I came out, I don't know if I've told this story before actually, and Ohaneze hijacked it. I went to see Mia Wode in his house. We sat down, had lunch together, and I told him what my conditions were to lift the boycott in Anambra State, which they couldn't meet. And I said to Wode very simply, go to Abuja and tell these people that these are what our people are asking for. I said to him, go and bring us something. Not for me, for everybody. He went there and started negotiating for a ministerial position for one of the children. I'm telling you what I'm doing is fact asking. Somebody asked him, but you people are being called to Asorok because of Nnamdi Kanu. Why didn't you tell him that you're going to Asorok? He said it is for Igbo leaders. And once the powers that be knew that he hadn't IPOB support, they just gave them 5 million naira for transport and dismissed them. Hadn't Nyawodo remained with me, when the governors called me, I told them the same thing in front of Professor Ben Wabese. They said, oh, but Prophet Nwodo, Soludo, Ebremadi is upstairs. Do I want them to come? I said no. Government House Enugu. The former DSS director came with his bags of money in euros, in white sacks to bribe. Ask anybody working in Government House in Enugu. I said, no, I don't want to see them. Not because I want to be the only cock crowing, no. Because of consistency. Can you last? When you're tempted, are you going to succumb? Can you sustain this very effort we're making? So they have come. And I gave them my conditions which they can never meet. Open Warri Seaport, open Iguacha Seaport, open Calabar Seaport. Make Enugu an international airport where we can fly to US and come in at will. Build Iguacha Enugu, Onitsha Enugu Express Road. Complete second Niger Bridge. Are these things difficult?
No.
As I'm telling you this, go and ask them in Asorok if your friends there. They have the piece of paper I gave to them. They ran away. Because some Igbo men were busy gossiping, saying if you allow him, when he finishes fighting Nigeria, he will come here and fight us and kill all of us. That's what they said. And you know one other thing they said? They told every Igbo billionaire around the world that nobody should give me one dime. Ask them that if you give Nnamdi Kanu money, he will go and buy weapons. That nobody should give me anything. I'm going to Gabiga, you won't believe it. That we are here by the grace of Elohim, not by any of our strength, to be honest with you. Any day we are serious, the world will know. How do you want Canada to regard the Biafra referendum or even USA? The people that the ambassador knows are the governors, or maybe Hanese. Did you people not hear that British government went to Biafra land when I was in prison? Oh my goodness. The British High Commissioner was touring everywhere. When they wanted to kill me, went to Obi of Onitsha and asked him, what do we do to Nnamdi Kanu? That one said you can kill him if you want. They went to Atusia. Atusia told them you can never touch him. If you touch him, this person will burn. How many times has the US government been to Enugu? They go to Ohaneze. I don't want to say it. They went to Ohaneze and the governor. They asked them, what do you want? Oh, leave those rascals, leave them. Miscreants. We want restructuring. What they're asking for is untenable. But the same man said if there is no restructuring, they'll join IPOB to do Biafra, isn't it? Did he complete what he said? No. Is he doing what he said he's going to do? No. And you want me to work with these people? It's not going to work. I say, and I'm should come know him. Everything I do, I say it in the open. Not gossip. And those that spoke to Uche, I am going to Chicago to broadcast live to the whole world and tell them they're in trouble. I've told them every time they contributed to IPOB will be announced for the world to hear. Tell them there'll be no hiding place for gossipers, even as much as I'm concerned, because I know what I have committed to this very movement. Not that I'll become Biafra president. No. So that I can take Nnemeka and Nnabi came back to the land of his ancestors. To that same land that Chukwuemeka Biama said, you people must be here. And then my wife, Mariano. I'm fighting for Biafra that we may be free. Thank you.
Now, sorry. Now, I want you to understand something here. There is something Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said here. He said something here. When the people of so-called the Otolocious come and asked him, what do you want? He said, how do we do? Somebody, an outsider came again. Okay, go to Abuja. Let us go there and talk on behalf of what Nnamdi is talking about. They went there and then they started pursuing money. I have said this here before. The only person that went to Aso Rock to demand for Nnamdi Kanu, this one now, not before, this time now, was the elder statesman that died. I've forgotten his name. The elders, Nwobosi, I believe, Nwobosi, I think Nwobosi. No, Nwobosi, I've forgotten. The first elder spokesman of first this thing. He went there, he videoed himself, he spoke from Aso Rock, this is what I came to do. He came out and delivered. All this fulefu that has gone there, have you seen them sit down with the president to talk about Nnamdi Kanu? When they go there to look for money, they want to steal and do this, they will come out and say, we have gone to speak for Nnamdi Kanu. Where is Abari Ibe that told you that Nnamdi Kanu is coming out tomorrow? Where are those people that told you they went to Enugu to gather to discuss? They went to discuss how to get Simon Ekpa so that Nnamdi Kanu will be killed. Because they know that once they get Simon Ekpa down, Nnamdi Kanu, nobody is speaking for him again. They went there to collect money, and when they asked, no. They said, no, don't give him money. If you give him money, he will use it to buy arms. Is he not the same thing this Fulefu are talking? The so-called IPOP, busy every day fighting for membership and no membership. No membership. We are no longer demanding for membership. We don't want to be member. You don't need to be a member of any country. You don't be a member. You are only a citizen, not a member. You can only be a member to social club. We are not in social club. The club they formed, everything Mazenan, they cannot brought to them, they twisted it to favor them so that they will be stealing. Criminals everywhere. This video you are seeing on the screen has been long, very, very long, very, very long. But we will listen to this video. Because if this is one of the videos that Nnamdi Kanu did today, you see that guy, that our brother Nnamen, if you see him, give him knuckles for me. He's trying. Sometimes I watch his videos, sometimes they will be going, Okada cannot even pass. Moto no go. You see where your people are living and they have been abandoned. This is why they are dividing us. They cut our people into Benue, cut our people into Niger, and there they have been abandoned. Nothing, just to make sure they frustrate you, divide and conquer you. Let's listen to Mazi.
And your so-called governors, and we understand how our South cycle works. I know them very well. When they felt we were together, they couldn't do anything. So they kept waiting. They kept pushing them. They kept giving them money. Go and attack IPOB. Attack what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. As soon as they started doing it, as soon as they stood up to say they are no longer part of what we are doing. As soon as the governor started to talk rubbish, you can come to my state, you cannot come to my state. Awasa knew that was the time. And they struck yesterday. That's what they're waiting for. I keep telling our people they don't understand. You know, I know them, I've studied them for many years, I know them. I know how they reason. That is why I can defeat them. and I will always defeat them. Our people are not reasonable enough to understand the threat facing them. They don't know. But we are everything happening now. I knew in 2012 that is going to happen. The killing happening in the north, I told you August 2009 that it will happen. They called it hate speech. Today they are killing you. There is nobody you can run to or protect you. Tell me here on this earth that you have a governor in the state as you have in Anambra. I will suffer and came in. The governor bombed in Onisha. Killed our people in Oshobo. He has not said anything. Till now. These are the people they want to come out to fight for them. Now they've been killed by Fulani men dressed in. Meanwhile, have vigilante. When they see IPOB, they start jumping up. Now, Fulani madmen have come to kill you. Where is the vigilante in that village? Where is civil defense in that village? Where is the DPO of that place? Police, where are you? How about the army? How about the navy? How about Air Force? All of these people patrol the roads every day. They patrol every blessed day. Isn't it ironic? Peace Corps, civil defense, police, army, navy, Air Force, vigilante, they all have guns. But nobody saw these killers come and go. I told you so. I said when the time comes, I will say, I told you so. They will keep killing you. When they ask you to come out to vote, they are asking you to vote for a few. If you go to vote, you are voting for your coffin, your casket. I'm telling you, only Biafra can save you. Only Biafra can save you. Great prophet. You people don't know what they have in store for you, but I will tell you. Some of us grew up thinking that Igbo land starts from Onisha and ends in Okwangwa. You know where Ekpa is? Before you cross the bridge and enter Obibo. Igbocha, not Port Harcourt. Igbocha is the name, not Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is a white man's name. The proper name is Igbocha. Do you know that Igbo land stands from a Edo state? It starts from Edo. That's correct. Ibanke, all the way to Bobo inside the Atlantic Ocean. Are you aware of that? No, you don't know. That is my problem with some people that call themselves your political leaders. They say they are the elite. They say they are the people that represent your interest. Does Ohaneze represent you? No! Because if they do, they would have done what we are doing now. Yes. There is no way we are going to abandon a bank which is a worker. It can never happen. We will not abandon Abo. Are you aware of that? Yes. Do you know a place called Umunobe? Are we going to leave them? No. How about Onichibo? Are we going to leave them? No. How about Obashuku? Are we going to leave them? No. How about Ubuani? Are we going to leave them? No. How about Iselobu? Even from the names, you can know where they come from. Yes. But out of our collective stupidity and ignorance, fear, ego, they have dealt with us so much in 50 years that you don't know somebody from Igbo, which they call Ibuzo, is your own person. So you don't know. The Yoruba media say handshake across the Niger, handshake, to give you the impression that the boundary between Yoruba land and Igbo land starts from Headbridge Onitsha. Is a lie. It starts from Edo State, one cake. I'm glad people from Benue are here. Is that correct? Yes, sir. The same Benue, one man called Abubakar Saad said I should not count Benue as part of Biafra. He said that I am mad, I don't know what I'm saying, I don't know what I'm doing. But in 5 minutes' time, you will see between myself and Abubakar Saad who is mad and who is normal. We are talking about Lower Benue. Not the whole Benue State. Lower Benue. The Zoo media can distort what I'm saying all they like. But we know the truth. And on that very truth we stand. The truth is that Igede is Biafra. Yes. Idoma is Biafra. Yes. Do you know why? No. David Mark is an English name, is that correct? Yes. Or should I say biblical name or anglicized biblical name? David and Mark. Ask the former Senate President to tell you his proper name. Yes. You'll be sure. Ask him. And as I want to educate Abubakar Saad, because in the zoo they don't go to school. And he was even a former policeman. Abubakar Saad must know this. In Idoma land, Idoma. What do they call their first daughter? Ada. Okay. In Idoma land, I'm not going to take it down. What can in Idoma? In Idoma land, okay.
The answer,
do they have a area of Afonko?
Yes, they do.
I am asking, do they have a area of Afonko? Do you see how stupid Abubakar Saad is looking now? They are dividing us even further. There are 3 local governments in Benue State that naturally belong to a state.
Yes. Yes.
Are you listening to me? So when we are asking for our kith and kin, our brethren in Benue, I am not asking for Abubakar Saad.
Yes.
I am asking for Idoma people, for Igede people, and for the people from Ebonyi, Kebbi to Benue State.
Yes.
That's the people we are looking for. Not Abubakar Saad. I never mentioned 2 people.
God forbid.
I said Idoma, Igede, and our own people who are in Benue. The ruler of Idoma land is called, what's the name? Ochi Idoma. Onyenachi Idoma.
Yes.
Tell them. They said, why must I mention Kogi? It is not the whole of Kogi. Zoo media understand me very well. I am talking about a gala. Yes, sir. Do you know that Igala people are Biafrans?
Yes.
This is why they want to turn you against IPOB. They want to turn you against me because I tell you the truth they can never tell you. Some of our fathers here are looking in bewilderment that we are telling them the truth. I only have one example to cite in the case of the Igala people. I want anybody here to go to Obosi. You know Obosi very well, don't you? Yes. You know Obosi, there is a chieftaincy title. It is called the Ekpa of Obosi. And who is the ruler of the Igala people? Are you listening to me? Have you heard of the term Asokatezanya? Do you know those that brought in Kataneja into Igbo land? Igala people, Igala, that's the way they dress.
Yes.
How are you in Katanisi?
Yes.
You don't know that? My goodness me. These are the things they will never tell you inside the zoo. Inside the Obosi today, as part and parcel. Well, I'm sure you know Upper Iweka Road. You know Upper Iweka Road? You know there's a man called Iweka from Obosi. Do you know that his ancestors are from Igala? You don't know? Today you know. These are the things they don't want you to know. Do you know why? What happened at Ozubolo? The killing in Ozubolo last night is an example of how they work. They first of all come, they try your resolve and you resist them. They use subterfuge to divide you. Once they see any chink in your armor, any space they see, they exploit it, they unleash mayhem. That's how they work. Ohaneze must know this. Ohaneze Ndibo is responsible for the death of the people in Ozoba. And I will tell you why. I can go to the God. They thought that IPOB is a uniting force that binds everybody together. So they tried to bribe me and I said no. They killed us. We did not submit. Now listen carefully. They said, how do we get them? They went to Ohaneze and said to them, you must attack IPOB. But Ohaneze did not know that the reason why they are asking them to attack me is so there will be a division to enable them coming to kill our people. They thought it's for politics. You know, maybe if we allow IPOB now, Namdekanu will come up and I will no longer get my contract at Abuja and my children will no longer be ministers. That's all what concerns them. They went to your governors. You know they're very stupid. Your useless governors. They are hopeless. Yes. They went to them and said, oh, condemn IPOB. The same governor did not see that Hausa Fulani governors are the ones supporting those Hausa kids. Having meetings with them. So Hausa Fulani governors can have meetings with their people asking for us to be killed in the north. But you are afraid of having meetings in the open with IPOB because you are afraid of what your Hausa Fulani master will say to you. And you call yourself an Igbo leader. Do you know the meaning of leadership? Who now might hear leaders you don't know? Only if you know. As soon as they divided us, that you said, I don't even know what to do. Ebony State. Devil Omahi.
Where is it? Devil.
As soon as he said the rubbish, he said, as soon as they went to Anambra State of Assembly to condemn and to castigate IPOB, I knew Awusa had gotten what they are looking for. And the result was yesterday and early this morning. Do you know what will happen now? Nobody will say anything. They will say it is gas explosion.
Yes.
To test our will and our resolve to see how prepared we are to meet them. It's a very clever trap. Before they make any move, I know already. I knew this will happen. When I said Awusa Fulani will come to kill you in your villages, nobody will help you, I knew this was going to come. That's what they're looking for. But they have division. Once they do, they strike. The one said, if he had known that Igbo people, should I say Biafrans in general, are in love with money so much, he would not spend a dime buying guns and buying bullets. He would have just brought out the money, bring out a few Igbo men, give them that money, and say, go and fight Ojukwu for me. And they would do it very, very well. We said no voting in Anambra. Our people don't want to ask themselves, why did IPOB say no voting? Or what benefit can we get by boycotting the elections? I will give them advice in the public. Since they don't listen in private, I'll tell them in public. What Ohaneze and the opposition should have done is to keep quiet. Awusa opposition, you say, I don't know now. Go and ask them. Meanwhile, you are where you are. Isn't how you start to do it? You keep quiet, and when they disturb you, oh, try and stop IPOB, you tell them, I don't know how to stop them. Please go and talk to them. But there is one thing about our people. Devil's work inside us. You know, we have that bit of jealousy and a bit envy. No, but it's not big, just small. Awusa will come. It's like a very small seed inside us. They will add fertilizer to it and pour some water. The envy and the jealousy inside you will be growing. Growing. You know. What is of no concern to you is, why should it be Nnamdi Kanu? Why not me? But your people are dying. What is of no concern to you is your status. Exactly what Nnamdi Azikiwe did to Ojukwu. Azikiwe said, I will lead Biafra. Ojukwu said, no. Let's get this thing. He said, no. What will be my status? He said nothing to Zeke. Zeke now went to the Zoom and made a deal with them. How many of you here know that it was Nnamdi Azikiwe that composed the Biafra national anthem? How many of you? I went to school. It was Azikiwe that wrote the lyrics. After a while, he abandoned us. So I prepared myself to be abandoned by Ohaneze before we started. Because I knew they will abandon. Yes. I know them. Did you hear Edwin Clark yesterday? Was it 2 days ago?
2 days ago, sir.
He went to go and see Osinbajo. Did you hear him? Yes. Did you hear Edwin Clark? Yes. He did not. They asked him, he said, I have come to attend this meeting and I brought Mend with me. That's what he said. That Mend is here with me. Do you know why he said that? So you know he has backup in case you insult him. But those that could have given him the backup, he abandoned them. I ran to Abuja alone. They looked at him and swept him away from Abuja with nothing. About Canada. But look at Edwin Clark that went with people. He got almost everything he was asking for. Don't you know that? There is a type of sense, especially from Igbo people, that they do. And they don't know that is what is destroying them. Have you seen restructure?
No.
When I want to go restructure before. Have you seen restructuring before? No. Anybody that says to you, stop this Biafra, ask the person, how do you get what you're looking for? Do what means. Before this time, most of these people in Abuja, they say it's restructuring. But now Senate have said no. Then where is your fallback position?
Case closed.
I will say this in Igbo because this is where I was born. I said I need to push up where I go but I can't go again. They put all their eggs in one basket. And these are the intellectuals. There is no fallback position. Nothing. So once you went to Abuja and they asked you to go and speak against IPOB and you accepted, you came back, destroyed IPOB, or so they thought in their minds, because we are indestructible.
Yes.
After 2.5 weeks came the announcement that they will not restructure. Now, who is the fool? Do you see why you were killed yesterday and why they will continue to kill you? I don't hate anybody. I don't despise anybody. I am not disrespecting anybody. I am only praying that they can wake up from their slumber and understand their responsibility, not to their families, but towards everybody. The whole public. In the coming days and weeks, they are going to lie about IPOB. They will publish lies against me. Be prepared. It's going to happen. The more they know we are going to boycott Anambra elections, the more desperate they become. The more lies they will publish about us. If it was an Igbo man who stole the amount of money that Abacha stole, you will have another Igbo man volunteer himself to take him to EFCC.
Yes.
Do you know that?
Yes. More than one.
They say Buhari is fighting corruption, yes? Is that not true?
Yes.
They said Buhari is fighting corruption. I have a question to ask all of you. Do you know Abacha? Do you know Abacha? Was Abacha?
Don't be mixed up about don't finish because I dey look for the complete complete message, the complete preaching or teaching. I did not see. So now here it dey stop always when the thing seems to getting more interesting. Biafrans, abeg try and like this video. Like this video. In this video today, we tried. We don't do so many touch, enter here and there, so many places. So abeg try and like it. And if you miss any part of it, go back because the video has been awesomely interesting from the beginning to this point. So please try and like the video. And I want you to remember that tomorrow is our fundraising. Many updates are coming. Tomorrow is our fundraising. Don't forget, tomorrow is our fundraising. For those that wait weekly to come and do their donations, tomorrow is that weekday that you should come and support. By now, everybody are convinced. The only thing I know is that although what I believe now that is the problem with us is the difficulty. Some of us don't have this money. Some of us are struggling. I know some of us in the Western world are struggling to live, to pay bills. And because the real problem we have is that the people that have this money that God has given. Do you know that God has purpose for making people wealthy? And when these people that are wealthy are not using their money, their resources, their wealth rightfully, God will punish them for that. The people that are supposed to be the pillar sponsors of this our freedom fight are the people fighting against us. They are comfortable in the system where everything has been mortgaged. They are comfortable. Who will be comfortable in Nigeria by this time? Who? I am still looking forward to see somebody to give me a reason not to fight for my freedom. Just one reason. Is it that somebody is scared of death? Death you will still die anyway. Have you bothered to ask yourself, where are these people that have been discouraging you, fighting against you, telling you you will die? If you go to fight now, you will die. Your people, where are they? Have they not died? Where is Iwanyanwu today? Where is Obiozo today? Where is Nnewodo today? What is Ezife today? Where is even Ifeanyi Ubah yesterday? Where is he? They're all dead and gone. These are the people that have it on their head. They carrying it, telling you someone Ekpa is pushing you to go and die. Are they alive now? But we are still alive. I just showed you a man that destroyed his own house in Lagos. Mansion, he destroyed it and relocate back to Abia. What these people, fools and hungry, greedy fools, don't know, as they call themselves Yorubas, calling that Igbos must go. What they don't know is that instead of leaving those properties for you to inherit, Igbos are going to crush them. You shop your land. That thing that, listen, when you go to Lagos today, for instance, every damn thing that made Lagos look Lagos today, everything that made Lagos Lagos today are the handwork of Biafrans. All the structures, buildings, mansions are owned by Biafrans. By the time we bring them down, let me see how you're going to start building your Lagos. You go shop your water, shop your airport now. You go shop your Tinkan land because I will know who will be bringing it. Listen, we don't need to go back and start building anything. We have airports. We have during the war. Let me tell you, during Ojukwu time, there was no airport. Did you know that? Ojukwu have to. Our people with Ojukwu, they have to use forest for airport. Do you know what that means? Not to talk of now there is airport everywhere, there is seaport everywhere, and you are crying. Freedom is the only thing that we need. Freedom or nothing. It's just freedom or nothing. I will stop this program, but before I stop this program, try and like this video for me. I beg you, just like the video. The meeting took place today and it was a successful one. And I will say thank you so much for being part of this program and God bless you. I beg, just try and like my video for me. God bless you all and bye for now.